So we're here in HPP. We're getting ready to talk story with a friend of ours who just moved here a few weeks ago. And this is the road she lives on. A lot of the roads here in HPP are not paved, they're gravel. So that's something to consider. Aloha everybody. I'm here with my friend Suzanne. We're in HPP. And Suzanne just moved here a couple of weeks ago from the mainland, California. And this is her property behind us, and I'll be showing a little bit more of the actual property in part of this video. But we're here to talk to Suzanne about a few questions, burning questions that some may have. One of the questions is, why did you choose to build a yurt? She's building a yurt, opposed to buying a house that's already built.
Mostly it was budget. My son and his family and I wanted to move to Hawaii, and we looked at a lot of different places. The only thing that was in our price range was little shacks, and way up in like Fern Acres or far away. And so I started looking at different ideas like bamboo houses and yurts and different things like that. Small homes, tiny homes. And the yurts, the more we looked into it, just seemed really great. I mean, they're round, so any strong winds just actually go around them. They do better in wind than actually square houses or cube houses. And the price was right. So, yeah.
You can't beat that.
That's pretty much why.
A slice of paradise at a good price.
Definitely.
Awesome. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring Dave up, and he has a couple of questions he wants to talk to her about as well.
Awesome.
Hi, this is Dave. We're with Suzanne, and we have a few economic questions about her property here in HPP. And first question is you call it grubbing is what you're doing now, opposed to ripping. And grubbing is more specialized, where she's going into certain areas of the property, opposed to cleaning it completely off. And the question I would have is, how much do you have invested? You've got about a third of it done now. How much you've got invested at this point?
Well, I've been using local references, people in my neighborhood who recommended this person or that person, and so right now I've only invested about let's see, $750 just for the first part, because it was just real easy. It just was a bunch of ground cover and mud. Yeah.
So that's economical. That's not bad at all.
Not bad at all.
We've gotten quotes up to $10,000 to completely clean an acre off from nothing. So she's doing it more economical doing it this way. Plus, it's keeping a lot of the foliage that a lot of the other way doesn't keep. I see that you have some Albizias on the property, and they're an invasive species that were planted back in the 40s as ground cover here on the Big Island. And what Albizias are that people don't know is it's a type of tree that's a lot like cottonwood that we had on the mainland. So they're not really good for anything, and they're very weak. So if you get a good windstorm, they come down and they can do some damage. How are you going to ratify or take care of the Albizias that you already have?
So about 3 years ago, I actually hired someone to come out and poison them with Albizia. It just takes a very small amount in the tree trunk, and they've been slowly deteriorating over time. So there's one tree right where we want to put our yurt. So that one's I'm gonna have to hire someone to take it down. And then the other ones could probably just crumble or fall apart in place. And then there's a couple that might have to be cut down, and it's very expensive to have someone come and cut them down. Arborists are not cheap.
A big mahalo and ikomomai to our friend Suzanne. We are really grateful that you let us come in and do a little preview of your property. Exciting to see what you've already started, and can't wait to see what you've done. And we're really happy to be able to show some of the members, what can be done, and economically as well.
and what other options there are besides just being a stick-built house. We'll have more videos in the future to show you how the progression of this property goes.
For sure.
And stay tuned.
Aloha.
Aloha.